The user story here is really just one single user for now, and it's the customer service rep who is going to be dealing with the customers that want a ship date, right? And that they are going to use this application in order to determine whenever they are going to ship them out. So the main thing here, they have 4 different parameters: in stock buffer days. So if they do have stock in the inventory, how many days do they need in order to ship that out? If they don't have stock, then what is the out of stock buffer days? Meaning, if we don't have stock, buffer that we're going to make stock, and then or if they have a work order coming, the work order ends, it's going to be done on July 14th. Give us 7 days to ship that out. Has to go through, period. Grace days are don't redo any sales order. So if the sales order estimated ship date is in the past, don't redo it unless it is past 3 days. So if it's 3 days or older, then we can go ahead and rework the estimated ship date. So for this application, we actually go through and we import everything from NetSuite. So we import work orders, sales orders, items, and item information, and bring that all into the application locally so we can work with it within the SQL inside of Vinyl. The next thing we do is prepare. So this step does both, but we can also just prepare them over and over again, depending on different factors, depending on these in stock buffer days, just really change that around and then re-prepare them with the localized data. What the prepare is doing is running through each one of those logic steps. So it starts with, one, and goes to the next one, goes to the next one. And it does this, especially down here on these, where we have to do the quantity on hand and the quantity on the work orders. It has to go through each sales order individually, sorted based on certain criteria. So we go through that and we check off, okay, based on this one, this sales order could get this estimated ship date because we have inventory on hand. Perfect, great, let's ship it. We set that estimated ship date. They go through all of that. And then the last step here is to update the sales orders. And what that does is push this sales order estimated ship date to the estimated or to the sales order in NetSuite and updates the data for the customer. The customer can then get an email directly from NetSuite to say, hey, your estimated ship date has been updated. With all of that, this is currently a manual process, but we are working into a automated solution for this. We also have the ledger here that you can see for each item: why, how, what is the inventory, how is the ledger built. We build all of this based on all of the criteria given. And you can even see the new sales orders that are shipped in here and the reason they were shipped at this date. So you have all of this big detail. You have the ability to see everything inside of here. And there's no loss of data. There's no ambiguity of why estimated ship dates are set to where they are. The only other thing is we have a summary of everything so they can look through, find a lot of detail over their items. So if they want to search a certain item, they can see how many entries in the ledger there are. So if there's multiple sales orders, what is their current on-hand quantity? So does that means, are there sales order ship dates that have been scheduled in the past that are now taking away inventory that we do not have? And this is really a way to track these negatives. There's negatives in the system just based on old data, and our goal is to go through here and fix these up, make sure that this negative data gets out of the system. So this is a really good view for them to find all of those errors. But everything is configurable. You can also see the raw data, and we also take into account holidays and weekends and Fridays and everything inside of this application to give a very good, accurate estimated ship date. That's a really quick video and overview of the sales order ship date application.